We'll see what happens. It's overdue. I've been promising a 1 through 6 run for a very long time. And shoutouts to our very own Pensive Scarlet for coming up with the Fireman First strat. Ow. Which there's a very good reason for it, being that Firestorm's a really fucking good weapon. Oh god, that RNG is hideous. That was awful. Oh, coming to terms with trying to keep up with chat while running? Yeah. I'm getting there. Grab safety, health, because I don't trust myself. Oh no. That could have been ugly. That was ugly. Downside is you have to deal with these things, and I'm really bad at timing them. So I'm probably just going to take the hit and deal with it. I will say one thing. I only like one more than two in terms of a speed run, I think. Without looking at it from a speedrun perspective, I probably still like two more. I feel like that might not actually be true. Could you just, like, go off screen? Thank you. Oh my god. I don't know, I think it's that, one, I forgive for being jank since it was the first game. Two, I can't forgive for being jank. Not when 3 has, like, no jank. This might be ugly. There we go. Yeah, jank is mostly like what Twain's saying. It's like, it's a little floaty. The, Mega Man, like, slides a bit. Like, he has, like, it takes him longer to get moving. It takes him longer to stop. You have weird shit, like, if there's a lot of shit happening on screen and you get hit, your knockback is way further than it should be. Because, like, frame rate affects your knockback, which shouldn't be a thing. I'm pretty sure that's, like, exclusive to 2. Which, for the most part, I don't criticize them for having a bad frame rate, because they're fucking NES games, but Metal Blade's broken as fuck and breaks the entire game. It's just one of those things that I've had people say that's why Mega Man 2 is good, because like, oh, the Metal Blade's so awesome. It's so good it breaks the game, that's not good. It's not good design. Open up, come on. You fuck. I'm just gonna start doing that and forcing him to move. I think that's a better idea. Oh, that one always makes me fucking clench. Also, I kind of hate playing Mega Man games without the slide, to be honest. That's why I don't like 9 and 10 too much either. I feel like the slide added so much. Oh no. That was almost really bad. Shit. I'm terrible. Though speedrunning 10 actually made me like it a little bit more. Because 10's very similar to 5, where it's like, it's well made, it's just boring. Like, there's nothing in there that's like super exciting. Fuck. Meanwhile, 9, I'm like, just fuck that game. 9 might be my least favorite Mega Man game. Even potentially below 8? That's a bold statement, though. I'm not gonna say that for sure. This is really bad. Yeah, get me out of here. Oh, you asshole! That sucked. That was a shitty fight. Yeah, I guess, like, hate's pretty strong. Yeah, I'll admit that. Saying I hate it, that's a pretty strong word. That's putting it on par with... What other games do I hate? Mario Maker? Like, that's putting it on terms with Mario Maker, which is totally unfair and unrealistic. I hate how overrated it is. I don't hate it, but I hate how overrated it is. Because nobody acknowledges the flaws. That's the thing that bothers me. Nobody acknowledges that it's flawed. Oh, I thought I fucked that up. My heart skipped a beat. Firestorm's fucking broken. Just kills things. Just kills things. Yeah, I had fun playing X7. It wasn't good, but I had fun with it. X6 I hated. X6 was hot trash. X6 was borderline unplayable. X7 just wasn't a Mega Man X game. That's the only, like, thing it really did wrong. If it was not a Mega Man game, I feel like people would have been like, yeah, alright. It's a game. It would have, like, a cult following and shit. And people would be like, yeah, it's not that great, but I like it. It's fun. Now, Axel's trash. Fucking hate Axel, but... Now see, one thing with X7 is it didn't get fun until I unlocked Mega Man X. Zero and Axel were both horrible to play, and it wasn't fun at all. And then when I got X, I was like, hey, this isn't bad. Like, it's still a weird non-Mega Man X game, but I was at least having fun. But yeah, Zero and Axel were terrible. And it takes way too long to unlock X, on that note. To the point that most people probably never make it to the point where they unlock X. Because it's too much work. I like low-key liked 7 more than 8. Almost. 8 was just infuriating because it was instant death all over the place. And it was like playing Mega Man 9. Except worse. But at least it, like, looked good, I guess, and it played like a Mega Man X game. The stage design was just shit. There's an entire mid-boss that is just spikes. Why were they like, yeah, this is a good idea? Who approved that? But at the same time, it wasn't as bad as X6. X6 was just, how do you expect anyone to actually play this? Like, X6, like, X6 had a fucking fortress stage that you needed an optional upgrade to finish. You needed to find an upgrade in a stage that, like, should have been optional. It wasn't like... That's the appeal of Mega Man games, right? Is that it's all optional. You don't have to use any of this shit. You can just be like, no, I'm gonna Buster only, because I'm a badass. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, if you want to use a different weapon, you can. If you want to start with Iceman instead of the other ones, you can. Like, it's all things you can do. That's the appeal. You have options. And then X6 was just like, did you get that one upgrade that was hidden in the snow stage, but only when the certain virus effect was active? Did you get that? No? Too bad. Go find it. You're like, well, you're not progressing then. Go find the thing. Like, excuse me? It's like the worst design I've seen in recent memory. Yeah, some of X8's stages are a little too long, too. That is, in fact, another thing. I can be forgiving of instant death if the stage isn't too long. I'm so bad at this part in particular. Oh my god. One of these days, I'll get this down, and I'll just whiz through it every time. Okay, I'm gonna start switching back to Buster for this. I tend to fuck this up every time I try to do it with Firestorm, so... Since the shot's a little slower, I guess. I guess. Oh, it's not even the shadow armor? Is that what you're thinking of? I think that worked too, but if I remember right... Oh, I am bad. If I remember right, that armor makes... Hello? Makes it so you can't use Maverick weapons? Which makes the boss, like, half impossible. You have to get the item that, like, makes you jump higher. Which is hidden in the most, like, convoluted place to even, like, get through the stage with the armor that you can fight the boss. It's so dumb. I was like, how did... This was before the internet was, like, in full swing. Like, how'd they expect people to figure this out? Because I remember I did the fortress stage with the shadow armor, and then I couldn't beat the boss, because I couldn't use any weapons. I don't know if any game has made me rage as much as X6 did. X6 was not a fun time. Cuphead didn't make me that mad. And that game's designed to make you mad. What does that tell you? Oh no, bad menuing. Holy what? What is happening? That was unusual. Yeah, that is kind of the joke with Doc Robot. I think Doc Robot as a mechanic is cool, it's just the stages are really, really punishing. And even then, I think it's that the fortress stages themselves afterwards are really easy. So it's kind of... it feels weird. Oh, that's enough. I'm sad. Oh, your phone died, Dwayne. Yeah, the fortress stages are like totally free. I thought my timing was off there. Man, I lost, like, all the time I saved on cut. How did I even save that much time on cut? How did I do that? Yeah, a lot of the docks are harder than the two bosses. Sometimes intentionally, sometimes just because they have stupid amounts of contact damage. I think some they just intentionally made harder, because they were like, well, now you have the slide and shit like that, so, like, you have more tricks to deal with it. But then other things were just like, why does he do so much damage? Oh my god. I hate this stage. I take that safety health. Firestorm does so much damage. It's silly. Oh, where was my jump? I pressed it. I pressed the button. What the fuck? Come on. I'm pressing it. Does the stage just have more lag than usual? Yeah, a lot of them are hard because of their weakness weapon. That's another thing. You have to use a weapon that's just not good. Like hard knuckles on Crash Man, like of all fucking things. That was nice and comfy. That was nice and comfy. I'm surprised he didn't high jump and headbutt me. I was ready for it. Alright, Volpe, good luck. I hope you, like, I hope I showed you some things that you had questioned. Like, I gave you the answers for questions you had. I know it went fast, so... Magnet on the first part? Yeah. Basically. I'm not sure if you mean, like, the first section, like the water section, or if the block section, but basically, yes. Yes to everything. Sometimes I also do that. Sometimes I do the blocks just because I know how to do them, and I'm like, they're not that slow if you know what you're doing. If you already know the pattern, like, really cleanly, then they don't take that much, that much time. Of course, I fucked it up like 3 times, so yeah, you know, that's a thing. But they're playing nice right now. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You know you can do it. There you go. Ah, that was too fast, but that's alright. You're good. That's unfortunate, but I don't really need that, so that's fine. What, Scarlet? Fuck, I hate these things. What, did you, like, try coffee and you were immediately like, no, I'm spitting this? Like, did you drink coffee for the first time just so you could spit it out? A lot of them I skip if they're, like, safe to skip. I don't like skipping ones where it's like skipping them is high risk. There's one in Mega Man 4 that I always do because I'm like, if I try to skip it, I'm just gonna fall into the pit and die. Because I do every time, so I just do it. That was nice and smooth. I usually fuck that up a lot. Alright, Budge. Thank you so much for bringing the raid over and for hanging out for a little bit. We won't be going too much longer. We're gonna call it quits after this run. Oh, I'm bad. There's a nice little gold. That did go pretty smoothly. I'm pretty happy with that. Always wait for this guy because he just destroys me if I don't. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I do think it's funny that, like... So I had this bright idea, and Twain seemed to like the idea of it, so I think we're gonna do it. I had this bright idea that when we race, we're gonna let viewers decide which games we race. I think it's funny that I'm gonna dread people picking 2, and he's gonna dread people picking 1. I'm gonna be, like, pretty into it when somebody picks 1, and he's gonna, like, completely hate it, or he's gonna be into it when people pick 2. Later. I mostly just like 1 as a speedrun because it's short. It's not super involved. The jankiness kind of makes it like more fun of a speedrun, I think, because you kind of feel like you're just kind of breaking it. Oh, that one flying guy? Yeah, he will destroy you. He'll just be like, he'll completely kill your run. See, I don't mind 6, it just... For some reason, it was just really misbehaving last week. Okay, back off, asshole. Okay, that could have been... What is Mega Man doing? I've never seen that before. That was an average copy robot fight. That could have been way worse. It could have also been way better. I had a copy robot fight once where I never moved. And I just, like, comboed him. And he never hit me. It was, like, super clean. Yeah, what was with the victory wiggle? It was unusual. Do Always with that guy. Always with that guy. He's like the BFF of that helicopter guy from the last stage. They know what they did. I get hit. That was interesting. Oh no. That's why I always buster 4 of them instead of 3 of them, because I'm afraid that's gonna happen. Yeah, I played like 3 stages of the one you sent me, and I didn't have nearly as many problems, so maybe it was just a fucked ROM. Seems kind of unusual, but maybe that is the case. And then I also want to try using browser Discord to screen share and see if that like frees up some resources and it runs a little bit better. If you're gonna be up, we could try and do that once I'm done here. I actually remembered to dodge that guy for once, and then I immediately dropped the ball. No, with 6. Like, when we raced 6 last week, mine was like... The dropped inputs were even worse than usual. He's gonna get away from that. That's alright. And we were wondering if it might have been just a bad ROM. Oh, come on. Oh, that's like a really early Star Wars showing. Isn't that not due out for like a week? I don't know what just happened. Oh, I thought it came out at Christmas. I don't know why I assumed that. For a second I thought it got away from him, and I was like, oh no. That's even faster than my PB, I think. So that's pretty cool. Let me check on that.